Hello friends, welcome to my channel Lifelong Learning, and today we are going to see the second part of basic division topic for grade 3 and grade 4. Now let us start with the first example, 36 divided by 2. As we can see that 36 is little larger number, so we have in this such type of sums we have to start with the first digit. We have to go from left to right. So we should start from first digit. So we should just think that we have to divide 3 by 2. So here in this case we know the table of 2, that is 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 and 2 threes are 6 and so on. So but here we can see that 3 is somewhere between 2 and 4. Okay, so here in this case what we have to consider, instead of considering 2 twos are 4, because 4 is larger than 3, we cannot subtract 4 from 3. So we have to consider 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. So like our process, we have to subtract 2 from 3, that is the remainder will be 1 here. Now we have to bring this 6 down, and we can now understand that 16 is divisible by 2, that is 2 times 8 gives us 16. So here 16 minus 16 will gives us 0. Now in the next example we can see that 58 divided by 2. So here in this case, again as we have to start from the first digit 5, so what we will do, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. So we can see that 5 is somewhere between 4 and 6, but we cannot consider 6, so we have to consider 2 twos are 4. So 2 times 2 gives us 4. So after subtracting here, in this case the remainder is 1, and we can bring this 8 down, and now it becomes 18, and 2 times 9 gives us 18. So after subtracting we will get our remainder here as 0, and the quotient here is 29, and this is nothing, this is by mistake. Now in the third example we can see that 92 divided by 4. Again we will do the same procedure, that we have to start from the first digit, that is 9, from left to right. So 9 first. So 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, and because 4 threes is 12, which is greater than 9, so we have to consider the before number, that is 4 twos are 8, and here the remainder we got as 1. Now we can also just, instead of writing this every time, this is not the good habit, we have to do it in our mind. So just for the beginning, I just for the explanation purpose I wrote this, but you don't have to write, you just have to see the table or remember the table in your mind, and then you have to do it. Make a practice of that, so that you have to remember that 4 twos are 8 and 4 threes are 12. So 12 is greater than 9, so we don't have to consider 9, we have to consider the previous number, that is 4 twos are 8. So here we get the remainder 1. Also one important thing that you can see is whether we are on the right path or not. So we can see whatever remainder we get, it should be always less than the divisor. Whatever number is getting divided, the remainder should be less than divisor. In case if you are dividing very larger number, and sometimes when you are subtracting, if you get the whatever you are subtracting from the digit and you get it greater than your divisor, you should think that you are somewhere wrong, you are mistaken, and you have to see all over again and start doing the sum again. So here that was the tip for doing good division sums. Now after that, the next step will be to carry this 2 down. Now it becomes 12. Now naturally this will be greater than the divisor, because we have to still divide 12 by 4, and we know that 4 times 3 gives us 12. So it is completely divisible. So again the remainder is 0 and the quotient is 23. Now in the next sum we can see here that something very unusual, that every time we did the sum, the first digit we were easily able to divide, but here in this case we can see the first digit is 7, which is lesser than 8. So now we can think how we have to divide this with 8. So here in such cases we cannot consider the first digit alone. Now here in such cases we have to consider first 2 digit together. If first digit is not enough to divide with the divisor, we have to consider the next digit also, the one which is adjacent to it, the one which is next to it. So we have to consider these two digit together. Now we know that if you remember the table, instead of writing the table here and then doing, we have to think in our mind that 8 times 9 gives us 72, 8 8s are 64, 8 9s are 72, and 8 10s is 80. So 80 is greater, so naturally we have to consider 8 times 9, which is 72. So here we get the remainder as 1. Now here 1 we have got, and we have to bring this 6 down. Now we all know that now 8 times 2 gives us 16. So here in this case also the remainder is 0 and the quotient is 92. So here students, I have tried to explain few of the basic examples of division where the remainders every time come 0. Now in the next part we will see little more advanced sum which will be applicable for grade 4 students, where it may be possible that we may get some remainder every time. It is not possible to get remainder 0 if our dividend is not completely divisible by the divisor. The remainder will not be 0. That we will see in the next part. I hope you like this and you understood it well. And if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. And I hope you have subscribed this channel, and if not, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get the early notification. And if you like this video and if this video is a bit useful for you, please hit the like button. Thank you so much. Bye bye.